Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are, whatever chair you're sitting in right now, I want you to do one small thing before I say anything else. Stand up. Go ahead. Push up out of that chair. Did your hands grab the armrests? Did your knees hesitate for just a second before they agreed to hold you? Did something in your thighs feel like it was moving through wet sand? If the answer is yes to any of that, don't be afraid. But do pay attention. Because your body just told you something that most people ignore for years until it's too late. Let me tell you about a man named Walter. In February of last year, Walter, 73 years old, a retired school teacher from Dayton, Ohio, bent down in his own kitchen to pick up a dish towel he'd dropped. Just a towel. He'd done it 10,000 times in that same kitchen. But this time, when he pushed himself back up, his right leg simply didn't answer. It buckled. He caught the edge of the counter with both hands, heart hammering, and stood there frozen for almost a full minute, afraid to move, afraid that if he let go, the floor would come up to meet him. Walter didn't fall that day, but something in him did, because for the first time in his life, he didn't trust his own legs. And once that trust is gone, the quiet, invisible confidence that your body will simply do what you ask, everything changes. The stairs become a threat, the garden becomes a memory, the grandchildren's game of tag in the backyard becomes something you watch from the window. I'm Dr. Adrian Wells, and today I'm going to tell you something that Walter's doctor never told him. Something that took me years of study to fully understand. Your legs are not weakening because you're old. Your legs are weakening because they are the first place your body starts to run out of the raw materials it needs to rebuild itself. And almost nobody has told you which materials, in what amounts, at what time of day. There is a world of difference between those two ideas. One says the ending is already written. The other says you're holding the pen. Now, here's something that stopped me cold when I first read it. A large study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society followed thousands of adults over 65, and it found that those with significant lower body weakness had a dramatically higher risk of losing their independence within 5 years. More falls, more hospital stays, more people forced to leave the homes they loved. Not because they were unlucky, because a slow, silent process had been quietly draining the strength out of their legs, and no one had shown them how to slow it down. I call that process cellular rust. And by the end of this, I'm going to give you 6 specific foods, ranked from helpful all the way up to genuinely life-changing, that may help scrub that rust out of your aging muscles and hand you back the steadiness you thought was gone for good. But I'll be honest with you now. The number one food on this list is not the one you'd guess. It's something many of you have already been warned to stay away from. Something a doctor may have told you, years ago, to cut out completely. And the newest research suggests that advice may have quietly cost older adults some of the very strength they were trying to protect. I'm saving it for the very end, because once you hear it, your next trip to the grocery store will never look the same. Before we start, do something for me. Down in the comments, tell me your age, and tell me honestly, have your legs started to feel heavier, weaker, less sure of themselves than they used to be? Maybe the stairs, maybe getting out of the car, maybe just standing up from the couch. I read these comments, all of them, and your one sentence might be the reason a stranger scrolls back up and keeps watching and changes the last 20 years of their life. All right, we're counting down. 6 to 1. Number 6. Eggs. I already know what some of you are thinking, because I've heard it in my office 100 times. Doctor, I haven't touched an egg yolk in 20 years, and I understand why. For decades, the message was loud and simple. Eggs raise your cholesterol. Put them down, walk away. But here's what the newer science tells us, especially for bodies over 60. That advice may have thrown out one of the most useful muscle-building foods a senior could put on their plate. Let me tell you why. Eggs are one of the richest natural sources of something called leucine. Now, if that word means nothing to you, don't worry. Think of leucine as the ignition key for your muscles. Your body is constantly trying to rebuild the muscle in your legs, tearing down the old, laying down the new, like a repair crew working through the night. But after about 65, that crew gets sluggish. Scientists call it anabolic resistance. In plain English, your muscles stop listening. They need a louder signal to get to work. Leucine is that louder signal, and 2 whole eggs deliver a meaningful dose of it, enough, in the research, to help wake those stubborn repair crews back up. But here's the part that breaks my heart a little. The yolk, the piece everyone was told to throw in the trash, is where the treasure is buried. Choline, vitamin D, compounds that help protect the outer walls of your muscle cells, walls that grow thin and fragile with age. Throwing away the yolk is like buying a house and burning the foundation for firewood. I had a patient, let's call her Margaret, 74, terrified of her own staircase after 2 stumbles in one winter. She'd been avoiding eggs for a decade on old advice. As a gentle experiment, we added 2 to 3 whole eggs to her mornings. 8 weeks later, she called me. I remember it, and she said, "Dr. Wells, I walked up my own stairs this morning and I never once touched the rail." She was crying. So was I, a little. 2 to 3 whole eggs in the morning. Cook them gently, low heat, with a little olive oil. And hold on to that word, olive oil, because it comes roaring back at number 1 for a reason you won't expect. But eggs are only the beginning, because there's a food that fights something eggs can't even touch. The silent fire that may be burning inside your legs while you sleep. That's next. Number 5. Wild-caught salmon. Let me ask you something. Do your legs ache in the morning before you've even used them? Do they cramp at night and wake you? Do they just feel heavy, like the batteries are half drained before the day begins? There's a good chance the culprit is inflammation. And I want you to picture it exactly the way I do, like a low fire smoldering deep in the muscle tissue. It never bursts into flame, it just burns, quietly, year after year, charring the muscle fibers and the nerve pathways that carry the message from your brain down to your feet. Wild salmon is one of the most powerful natural firefighters we have. The heroes here are the omega-3 fats, EPA and DHA. Don't let the letters scare you. Think of them as the water planes that fly over a forest fire. They don't just cool the flames, they help neutralize the very compounds your body starts overproducing after 60, the ones fanning that fire. And salmon carries a second gift almost nobody mentions. It's one of the few foods on Earth that delivers real vitamin D, the exact nutrient your skin loses much of its ability to make after 70. And vitamin D shortage is closely tied to weak muscles, poor balance, and unsteady legs in older adults. Deficiency in this one vitamin is stunningly common in people over 65. One good piece of wild salmon can hand you a full day's worth, 2 to 3 times a week. Wild-caught matters. The farmed kind doesn't carry the same anti-inflammatory punch. Lay it on a bed of dark leafy greens, which, as luck would have it, happens to be exactly where we're going next. But before I get there, I have to warn you about a mistake I see good, careful people make every single day. They eat the right foods, and their aging blood vessels are too congested to actually deliver them to the muscle. Which brings me to a green you've been underestimating your whole life. Number 4. Spinach and dark leafy greens. Think of every vibrant older person you've ever known. The ones who rise from a chair without a single push off the armrest. The ones who walk instead of shuffle. I'd bet good money that greens were on their plate more often than not. Here's the reason, and it's fascinating. As we age, especially past 75, the body loses a big chunk of its ability to make something called nitric oxide. Picture nitric oxide as the traffic cop directing blood flow into your legs. When that cop goes off duty, the tiny vessels feeding your thighs and calves get congested. Nutrients can't get in, waste can't get out, and the muscle starts to suffocate slowly. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard, arugula, but the Bechameli's catality from horse damper. They're loaded with natural nitrates that your body converts right back into nitric oxide. You're using food to rebuild the very thing age tried to take. In the research, this kind of nitrate boost helped older adults' muscles become more efficient, and the same engine, suddenly running cleaner and longer on the same tank of fuel. And there's a bonus. Spinach is loaded with magnesium, a mineral a huge share of older adults are quietly short on. Magnesium is the off switch for muscle tension. Those night cramps that seize your calf and rip you out of a dead sleep, that curl in your toes you can't control, that's very often your body begging for magnesium. I had a patient, a retired mailman, Robert, 71, who told me his legs felt filled with wet cement every morning. We had him try 2 cups of sautéed spinach a day, cooked in olive oil and garlic. 6 weeks on, the cement was gone. He'd started walking his old delivery route again. Not because he had to, because he could. Always cook greens in a good fat like olive oil. It helps your body actually absorb what's inside them. Quick pause. If even one thing so far has surprised you, tap that like button right now. It's how these videos reach the seniors who need them most. And if you haven't yet, subscribe so the next one finds you. Now, number 3. And here's where we leave the ordinary behind. Number 3. Greek yogurt. Most folks see yogurt as a diet food, a little snack you eat when you're being good. They have no idea that full-fat Greek yogurt is one of the most powerful muscle-supporting foods a senior can eat, and one of the most wasted. A single cup carries around 17 to 20 grams of high-quality protein, and not just any protein, it's packed with those same muscle-igniting amino acids, including leucine, in a form your body absorbs with almost zero effort. It doesn't take the scenic route, it goes straight to the muscle that's waiting for it. But here's the piece almost no one talks about. Greek yogurt is alive. It carries living cultures that feed something researchers are just beginning to understand, the connection between your gut and your muscles. It turns out a healthier gut in older adults tends to travel hand in hand with stronger legs and faster recovery. After 65, that inner garden thins out. Foods like Greek yogurt help replant it. Think of it as restocking a library that's been quietly losing its books for years. Eat it within about half an hour of any movement. Even a short walk counts. That's the window when your muscles are most hungry to rebuild. Stir in a spoon of ground flaxseed or a drizzle of raw honey. And always choose plain, full-fat. The low-fat kinds usually pack in sugar to make up for it, and that sugar feeds the very fire we've been working to put out. But now, we arrive at the one I hinted at earlier, the surprise. The food you would never in 100 guesses connect to strong legs. Stay with me. Number 2. Beets. I can see the skeptical faces. That's all right, because the research on beets and physical strength in older adults is so striking that serious sports medicine centers now build them into recovery plans. This isn't a folk remedy. This is real science, pointed straight at the aging body. Remember those nitrates in spinach? Beets carry them at 3 to 4 times the concentration. When that flood of nitrate reaches the oxygen-starved muscle deep in your legs, your body converts it to nitric oxide, and the vessels swing open like windows in a stuffy room, letting oxygen and nutrients pour in the way young blood vessels once did on their own. And here's the part that gave me chills. In one study, older adults who had beets before light exercise showed more blood flow reaching the parts of the brain that control movement. Read that again. Beets didn't just help the legs, they may help the brain talk to the legs. For anyone who fears a fall, who worries about that split-second delay between deciding to step and actually stepping, that is enormous. I had a patient, Elena, 68. 3 different doctors had told her the weakness and the cane were just her age. As an experiment, we added 2 roasted beets to her lunch a few days a week, plus a short daily walk. 12 weeks later, she walked into my office without the cane. She'd gone back to her garden. She cried, telling me, "I won't pretend I stayed dry-eyed either. Roast them at 400 degrees for about an hour to keep the nitrates intact. Don't boil them for ages. The good stuff leaks out into the water. Pair them with a little citrus. The vitamin C helps your body do more with them. And now, the one I promised you. The number 1 food. The one wrongly banished from millions of dinner plates. The one researchers now believe may be among the most protective things an aging body can eat. Number 1. Extra virgin olive oil. I know. Some of you waited this whole time expecting some rare superfood, some powder, something exotic. Stay with me, because what I'm about to tell you about olive oil and your aging muscles may completely rewire how you think about fat. Extra virgin olive oil carries a natural compound that behaves in the body a lot like a gentle, over-the-counter anti-inflammatory, calming, that same smoldering fire, but through food, at the dinner table, rather than a pill bottle. For older adults who take handful after handful of pain pills for aching joints and legs, that's no small thing. Talk to your doctor before changing anything you take, but understand that what's on your fork is part of the same conversation. The research here is genuinely impressive. A large study out of Greece followed hundreds of adults over 65 for 3 years. Those who used several tablespoons of real extra virgin olive oil every day showed a substantially lower rate of the muscle-wasting process we've been fighting this whole video. Several tablespoons of oil. Here's the deeper reason. The natural compounds in real olive oil appear to flip on the master switch inside your muscle cells, the very same switch that leucine flips, that exercise flips. And after 70, that switch grows harder and harder to reach. Olive oil may be one of the few foods that can nudge it back to life, like turning up a thermostat that's been stuck too low for too many winters. I want to tell you about Thomas, 81, a retired Navy man from Norfolk, Virginia. When he first came to see me, he couldn't walk 2 blocks without stopping to catch his breath and rest his legs. And his diet, he swore, was spotless, lean, low-fat, the way he'd eaten for 30 years. So, gently, we ran an experiment. 4 tablespoons of good extra virgin olive oil a day, 2 over his morning eggs, 2 over his lunch vegetables. Nothing else changed. 6 weeks, 4 blocks, no stopping. 12 weeks, back on his bicycle. 6 months, he finished a 2-mile charity walk for fellow veterans. He mailed me the photo from the finish line. It's on my office wall, right where I can see it every single day. Aim for around 4 tablespoons daily, drizzled over your food, over the eggs, the fish, the greens you now know so well. That pairing isn't an accident. These 6 foods were never meant to be eaten alone. Buy your oil in a dark glass bottle from a real producer with a harvest date on the label. Fresh olive oil is powerful. The cheap, clear bottle stuff that sat under fluorescent lights for a year is just fat. Now let me bring this home, because I don't want you to only leave here informed. I want you to leave here moved. You were never meant to become a spectator in your own life. You were not built to watch through the window while the yard fills with laughter. You were not designed to fear your own staircase, to skip the family walk, to wave off the dance at your granddaughter's wedding because you're afraid your legs will quit halfway across the floor. That is not your biology's verdict. That is the result of information nobody ever handed you. And today, we handed it to you. It is not too late. I say that not to comfort you, but because it's true. Human muscle keeps its ability to rebuild deep into our final decades. The body is waiting. It's just waiting for the right materials. Eggs, wild salmon, a bowl of spinach, a cup of Greek yogurt, 2 roasted beets, 4 tablespoons of the finest olive oil you can find. Nothing rare. Nothing you can't find in the store down the road. And together, they may hand back the one thing most people your age have quietly surrendered: the freedom to move through your own life on your own terms, with steadiness and confidence and joy. Here's what I want you to watch for. In the first few days, many people simply notice they feel a little lighter on their feet. Give it a few weeks of eating these together, consistently, and pay attention to the small stairs, the small stands, the moments that used to make you brace. Now tell me down in the comments, to which of these 6 are you starting with first? I read every single one, and if weak legs have frightened you, there's one more thing you need to understand. The earliest warning sign your body sends long before your legs give out. That's exactly what I'm covering next, so it'll be waiting for you right when you're ready. Until then, eat well, move a little every day, and never once believe that your best years are behind you. They're not. They're standing just ahead, waiting for you to walk toward them. The information in this video is for general educational purposes only and is not medical advice. It is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Always consult your physician or a qualified healthcare provider before making any changes to your diet, supplements, exercise, or medications. Do not stop or alter any prescribed medication without first speaking to your doctor.